Did you like it though? Did you
double tap?
Football's back, fantasy football's back. Football's here, NFL Shield, exciting feels as they take the field. Call your friends, it's that time again. 20-yard line, first down and 10. Watching the game while we check out the stats. Head-to-head battle, so we talking trash. Getting my money, but it's more than that. It's a principle, all about whooping that ass. Fantasy football's the greatest. Everyone loves it, it must be contagious. Look forward to Sunday to take a vacation and watch every game, it's a new generation. Crowds on their feet and they loving it. Shotgun formation, he's faking and running it. Heartbeats are beating and banging on drums. People are screaming at the top of their lungs. The best game on the earth. Winning is crucial cause losing it hurts. Be a good sport, we gon' learn it since birth. But nothing else matters, so coming in first. Football's back. Football's back. He's fighting to the goal line. He's in for the touchdown.
What's good, YouTube? It's That Fantasy Network, and I'm your host, That Fantasy Guy. And here's another FFFL special. And let's not waste no time. Here's the matchups from last week. The Fantasy Football Godfather, aka That Fantasy Guy, went up against Kendrick the Mad King. And That Fantasy Guy was notorious, 109 to 80. Oh, none of these wins I'm going to get is going to be pretty going forward. R.I.P. Trey Lance. But a dub is a dub. I was led by Barkley giving me 22, A.J. Brown giving me 19, and Lazard giving me 14. And I was able to go up in the standings with that W. I appreciate you, Kendrick.
Sensational. That's the word you're looking for.
Next matchup, we have Weezy's Dynamo FC versus Jay. The Juice is Loose. And Jay takes another L.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
138 to 80. A 58-point deficit, which gifts him with the blowout of the week. Wayne was led by Marquise Brown giving him 28. Olave giving him 23. And Kyler Murray giving him 16. Jay, you remain in the last spot. Woo! It's hard out here for a pimp.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Next matchup, we had Craig's Unfinished Business versus Gerard's team, and Gerard wins again, 128 to 119. Sorry, Craig, it looks like you still got some unfinished business. Gerard was led by Devontae Smith giving him 30, Bard giving him 20, and Waddle giving him 15. Craig, what is going on? 0-3 at the 12th spot. Hey, it ain't easy getting them wins this year, huh? Next matchup, we have Prentice's Big Numbers versus Carolyn's Purple Pride. And Prentice continues to roll 165 to 135. He wins by 30 points, and he remains in the #1 spot. And let's see what big numbers his players put up this week. Lamar gave him 42. Andrews gave him 28. Amari Cooper gave him 23. Looks like Carolyn put up a nice amount of points, but it just was not good enough. Looks like big numbers is going to be the team to beat this year.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Next matchup, we have Ebony versus Steven's Mafia affiliated, and Steven gets the victory, 115 to 107. Steven, you really needed that win, my brother. It was looking dire. You still in 11th place, but at least you and your brother not 13th to 14th. That would have been a bad look. Steven's team was led with Burrow giving them 25, Parker giving them 20, and Kelsey giving them 17. And the real question is, Will Steven go on a run after Ebony let him off the hook? I guess we will see. Stay tuned. Next matchup, we had the battle of the co-workers. Ryan C's reasonable team versus Joe, the fantasy villain. And Joe gets the win, 110 to 107. Barely getting the 3-point win over Ryan. And Ryan remains winless and goes to the 13th spot. The fantasy villain team was led with Gage giving them 25, Lamb giving them 22, and Mahomes giving them 20. Ryan is looking real rough for you out there, man. At least you're not at the very last spot, but I have a feeling you're gonna get real comfy at the bottom of the standings.
Is losing fun? Is losing fun?
No.
Next up, we had the matchup of the week. Chris, the new versus winners, El Granador. And winner could not win. Winner is a loser this week. Chris gets the win 124 to 101. As I figured that Chris would easily get the win because winner, even though he may have scored more points than he have the past 3 weeks, it's still not much. He still barely broke 100. And the Noobs team was led by Winston giving them 20, Cup giving them 16, and Thielen giving them 18. All right, let's take a look at the standings. We have big numbers at number 1 with 3 wins in a row. Gerard at number 2, 3-0. Noob at number 3, 3-0. Purple Pride at number 4, 2-1. That fantasy guy at number 5, 2-1. The fantasy villain at number 6, 2-1. And as I continue to remind you, the top 6 make the playoffs. The top 2 get a bye. And at the bottom of the standings, we have at 11th, Mafia Affiliated. At 12, Unfinished Business. At 13, Ryan C's Reasonable Team. And at 14, The Juice is Loose. All right, this week's matchup, we have Dynamo FC projected to beat El Granador by 12 points. We have Unfinished Business projecting to get a W, his first W, versus Mafia Affiliated. He's projected to win by 10 points. We have Big Numbers projected to win by 25 points versus Ryan C's. Prentice, that's another easy win for you, man. When do I get to play Ryan? God dang. I need that easy win. Next matchup, we have Purple Pride projected to lose to Gerard's team by 11. That's going to be a good matchup. The second overall team versus the 4th. I just feel like Gerard might have too much firepower for her. Next matchup, we have Ebony versus The Juice is Loose. And Ebony, you're projected to win by 27 points. This is you. If you don't win this game, I don't know what to tell you. If you lose this game, you deserve to be at the bottom of the standings. Next matchup, we have Noob versus the Mad King, and Noob is projected to win by 14 points. Kendrick, you might be spiraling down the standings after this loss, man. If you lose this, it might be hard to recover.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
And now we have the matchup of the week. The fantasy football Godfather versus the fantasy villain. The 5th ranked team versus the 6th ranked team. Both are 2-1. That fantasy guy is projected to win by 7 points. Should be a good matchup. Joe, it's okay to set your players, man. It's okay. You can set all your starters for me, and I'll take the 4 minutes. But anyway, you know I ain't trying to hold you guys. I wish everybody luck that's playing this week, except for the person I'm playing. Peace.